Lionel Messi, the quiet boy who changed football. In a small city in Argentina, a boy stood shorter than the others. He didn't talk much. He didn't look like an athlete built for greatness. But when the ball touched his feet, everything changed. Before the Ballon d'Ors, before the World Cup, before the debates about the greatest of all time, there was just Lionel Andres Messi, a child who loved football more than anything else, and a family who refused to give it on him. Rosario. Lionel Messi was born on June 24th, 1987 in Rosario, Argentina. Football was everywhere. Streets, parks, schoolyards. His father worked as a steel factory and coached a local youth team. His grandmother was often the one who took him to training. She believed in him first. At just 5 years old, he was already different, quiet, small, but incredibly balanced. He dribbled past older kids without fear. But at age 11, everything changed. Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, he would remain unusually small. The injection required were expensive, far beyond what his family could afford a long time. Local Argentine clubs admired his talent, but none committed to covering the medical cost. It felt like the dream might end before it even began. Then came a phone call from Spain. A napkin contract. In 2000, FC Barcelona invited the 13-year-old Messi for a trial. He impressed immediately. So much so that Barcelona's sporting dictator, Carlos Rizat, reportedly agreed to sign him on a paper napkin, a symbolic gesture that would later become legendary. The club offered something life-changing. They would pay for his medical treatment. Messi and his family moved into pain. He left behind friends, relatives, comfort, everything familiar. For a quiet teenager, the transition was painful. New country, new control, new language environment. But on the pitch, the ball remained the same, and that was enough. La Masia to the first team at Barcelona's academy. La Masia, Messi developed rapidly. He wasn't loud. He didn't demand attention. He left his football speak. In 2004, at just 17 years old, he made his first team debut for FC Barcelona. The following years were gradual. He wasn't immediately the global superstar. Ronaldo was the face of Barcelona at the time. But inside the club, they knew. The future had arrived. By 2008, under coach Pep Guardiola, the team was built around him, and history began accelerating. The era of dominance between 2009 and 2012, Messi produced numbers that seemed impossible. Goals from outside the box, dribbles through entire defense, assists that split lines with surgical precision. In 2012 alone, he scored 91 goals in a calendar year, a world record. Barcelona dominated Europe, winning multiple Champions League titles. Messi won Ballon d'Ors after Ballon d'Or. Yet, despite the trophies, something always followed him. The comparison. Cristiano Ronaldo. Two different personalities, two different physics, two different styles. One rivalry that defined a generation. While Ronaldo was explosive and vocal, Messi remained reversed and introverted. But week after week, he delivered. Not through speeches, through touch. The pain with Argentina. If Barcelona was joy, Argentina was heartbreak. Messi carried enormous expectation from the national team. Argentina is a country where football is religion. And Diego Maradona was its prophet. Every tournament ended with the same narrative. Why can't Messi win with Argentina? There were Copa America final defeats, a painful World Cup final loss to Germany in 2014. In 2016, after another Copa America defeat on penalties, Messi shocked the world. He announced his retirement for international football at just 29 years old. The pressure had become unbearable. But Argentina didn't let him go. Fans begged, teammates plead, and he returned. Redemption. In 2021, after years of near misses, Argentina won the Copa America. Messi lifted his first major international trophy. He cried, not loudly, but visibly relieved. For the first time, the burden felt lighter. Then came 2022 FIFA World Cup. perhaps his final opportunity. The tournament began with a sharp loss to Saudi Arabia. Critics resurfaced. But something was different. Messi wasn't just playing beautifully, he was leading. Goals in crucial matches, assists under pressure, calm penalties, and in the final against France, one of the greatest finals in history, Messi scored twice. After a dramatic penalty shootout, Argentina were world champions. The image of Messi lifting the World Cup trophy became ironic. Not just victory, completion. Leaving Barcelona. In 2021, before the World Cup triumph, another emotional chapter unfolded. Due to financial issues at Barcelona, Messi was unable to renew his contract. After over 20 years in the club, he had to leave. His farewell press conference were filled with tears. He joined Paris Saint-Germain, winning domestic titles, but never fully feeling at home. And then, in 2022, he made a surprising move. Instead of returning to Europe's top competition, he joined Inter Miami CF in Major League Soccer. For some, it signaled winding down. For others, it signaled global expansion. Wherever he played, stadium filled. Because Messi was no longer just a club player, he was a global figure. The style that changed in game. Messi's greatness was never about size or strength. He stands modesty in hate. He rarely shouts. He doesn't dominate physically. Instead, he manipulates space. His center of gravity is low. His balance almost unnatural. The ball seems tight to his left foot. He sees passing lanes others don't. He accelerates in tight space. And perhaps most importantly, he makes football look simple. That simplicity is deceptive. It is genius disguised as effortlessness. Legacy. Lionel Messi's career includes multiple Ballon d'Or awards, Champions League titles, league titles in Spain and France, a Copa America, and a World Cup. But numbers alone doesn't explain him. What defines Messi is a quiet persistence. From growth hormone injections as a child, to carrying the weight of a football-obsessed nation, to finally lifting the sport's greatest trophy. He never transformed into someone louder to meet expectations. He stayed himself, reversed, focused, devoted to the game. Ending. In Rosario, there are still children playing football in narrow streets. Some are small, some are quiet, some are overlooked. Lionel Messi's story tells them something powerful. You don't need to be biggest. You don't need to be loudest. You just need the ball at your feet and the courage